Okay, so what should you do when it feels like nothing is working out? Typically, in my experience so far, when it feels like just nothing's coming together, nothing's working, and you are struggling trying to figure out how to get that click where you feel like things are going well, day by day by day. Listen, the few days ahead of you are going to come anyway. The next week, the next month, the next little while is going to happen anyway, no matter if you like it or not. So you might as well have spent the time leading up to when you want to hit your goals, preparing, so that way when it comes to that little space in time where you could be working, you could be really trying your hardest, that you're ready for it. What you don't want to be doing is waiting and waiting and waiting for a feeling to happen. Be patient. And what do you do while you're patient? That's people's big issue typically. You have to find something. And that may seem like a very broad or vague thing. Listen, there's constantly things around you, but you want to start with what's within and what you already care about, what you already know. So, what are some things, once again, it comes down to pain points. What are a few things that you find typically you struggle with, or that you hate, or that you can't stand? Maybe you work as an independent contractor because you just cannot stand working for anybody else. It's like that pause right there, not, so what do I do? It's, I can't stand working for anybody else. Whenever there's pain, typically it's involuntary pain. It's not something that you want to happen, right? Nobody wants bad things to happen or for them to go through any sort of pain. So what you want to do is you want to zero in on something that feels strong and just doesn't feel right. Something that you kind of can't shake. So typically what I will do is I will think about the few things that have really been bugging me lately, and I will try to narrow down to what can I change the fastest, right? What is the next thing that I can change that will have the highest amount of impact in the shortest amount of time? And the only reason why I want to do that is so I can get to the next step, so I can get to that little spot ahead. Because if you jump a few little spots at a time, you'll bridge that gap of time between what do I do right now and your time. Everybody's time comes. Right now I feel like my time is coming, and where I can dig in my heels, take the knowledge I have so far and really apply it and just learn. And that's the great thing, is all I want to do is learn. And I'm 23 right now. I just turned 23 a couple weeks ago, and I think that's the best thing you could want. You already have a little bit of life skills, but at the same time you have your whole life ahead of you. You don't really know anything. So what I would say is, if you're struggling, trying to figure out what to do, or you feel like your time is coming, but you're in that weird stage where you're like 17, 18, 19, 20. I remember 19 and 21 and 20 was really tough for me. And 22 and 23 is when things started to change a little bit. What I find that has worked for me was I just decided to dig my heels into something that hurts, something that I didn't like and you had enough passion for. I'm just pulling into the gym now, so I'm going to park the car. Fun fact, this is not even my car right now. My car, the starter went out on it, I believe. It's making a terrible sound. And I'm not driving it. Since we're moving in 2 months, I took the insurance off of it because I don't want to pay in total almost $300 for 2 months where I won't even really need to drive my car after. I'd rather have the $500 to $600 for moving. So this is not even my car. And this just goes to show certain things aren't going to be perfect, and that's okay. It's more about knowing that you're not where you were before, but you know you're going to be where you want to be. And if you don't know where you want to be, start with extremely vague things and work backwards. A lot of people like to talk about the end goal in mind, and that is, in my personal opinion, one of the best ways to do it. So from my experience so far, what I would do is I would look at, what do you want? And I'd ask people, like, do you want kids? It's like, yes or no. It's like, well, do you? Like, yeah, I do. It's like, okay, great. What type of life do you want for them? And get a little more specific. Oh, I want to live in a neighborhood that has a bunch of other people around. Okay, so I want to be in a residential neighborhood. Yes, okay, like a medium-sized home. Yep, that's fine. Okay, great. And then typically you can deter into the type of income that you want. And it's like, okay, what income fits those, that life that you want. It's like, well, with kids, I need to make around like $86K a year. It's like, great. Now, is there anything that you already know you like that you can make $86K a year from? Doesn't have to be your own business. You can make a whole lot more money doing something you love with your own business, or you can make a whole lot less for a long time. If you don't want to do that, then I would suggest that you look into jobs or fields where you can make the type of money to live the life that you want, and you have a path to get there. Now, all of a sudden, you went from not really knowing what you want to do, what's the next path, to, well, when I'm 80, I want to be able to do this. I want to have so much money, or I want to be able to play checkers and, play fetch with the dog for a long time. Or, okay, well, when I'm in my 60s, I want to do this. When I'm in my 40s and 50s, I want to do this. Well, I'm in my 30s now, or I'm about to be in my 30s, or in 20 years from now, I'll be in my 30s. Like, jot it down. And then eventually you get to the point where you're not looking in decades, but you are looking in years, and then you're looking in months, and you're like, okay, well, if in a year or two I want to be doing this, so that way I can get to these things. If I want to get to this, then I'm going to have to start doing these things. And these little things that will climb up into the next level where you want to be. So that may be, well, I'm going to have to work a lot. I'm going to have a higher work capacity. Well, I'm going to have to know the right people. Well, I can't be as tired as I always am. Probably have to change my sleep a bit. And I'll need more energy. I might start working out. Whatever it is. Whatever the case is, do it. And when people say, just do something, that actually strikes a lot of worry and anxiousness into people, because have you seen the world? There's 1,000 moving images every split second. This is about your life, nobody else's. Work yourself from top to bottom. Go from all the way towards the end of your life to now. And the real thing is, and I'm still trying to get through this myself, 90% of the things that you want for your future may not happen. Or a lot of them might, but they're not going to happen the way that you expect them to. And why should they? Because you don't know what you're talking about, because you haven't been through it yet. There's a huge difference between thinking you know what you're talking about and knowing what you're talking about. And this is just me, once again, just always try to be doing something. It'll get you out of a lot of hard battles. And if you're in some hard battles right now, you will realize the effects of just looking at something far in the future and making the tiny steps every day to achieve it. It'll help you in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.